All right, everybody. This is episode number 4 of the Ferda Shores Podcast. This is your host, Timmy's Coffee, alongside my co-host, Zedge. And
Yeah.
and we do have a featured guest today. We have the one and only Douglas Freshington, aka D0ugyFresh on Twitch. What's up, Doug?
Yeah, what's good?
We got some fun times ahead here for about 2 hours or hour and a half, however long we want to go. But obviously, I'm gonna start off just with the straightforward question, which I did with Prag, I've done with Zed, I've done with myself. How did you find Brighter Shores, Mr. Douglas Fresh? Because obviously me and Zed know how you found it, but go ahead and tell the community or the audience per se, how did you find Brighter Shores?
So the way I found it, I was actually getting back into RuneScape. So I took a couple years away from it, decided to load it back up, and then I started getting all these uh basically notifications on Twitter,
Mm.
and out of nowhere, Gower popped up and said that he was releasing a new game and it was coming out in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, I was like, all right, so let me peep that. Saved it, and the day it dropped, I just started playing. So it's just
Were you
all
on
through Twitter.
were you on hour one? Like were you on within the first hour of drop or just first day per se?
Uh First day, I think it was first hour. I do know that I actually did set an alarm though to wake up early for it though, because
That's
I
I
did want
Yeah.
to see what it was like.
I did
I
that.
did.
Yep. Dude, I was up 30 because it was supposed to go live at 4 a.m. for me. I was on at 3:30 and somehow I got in at 3:45, 15 minutes before like anyone else even had access to it. So I had every name available to me. I can't believe I didn't take my own, like I didn't take my real life name. That was kind of my thought process was is if I take my real life name, nobody's gonna know who the fuck I am. I'm just Ryan. You know what I mean? Like if I would put Timmy's Coffee, then people from RuneScape and from other communities that I've been in before would actually find my name. And that did end up happening, funny enough. If I was just Ryan, they would be like, cool, dude's name Ryan, sweet name. But through being Timmy's Coffee, I found like tons of people through decades that I haven't seen from RuneScape. So yeah, very, very interesting. So you found it through Twitter as well. That's very interesting. I like obviously, I mean, I told you too. I found Brighter Shores through Twitter as well, through Andrew's tweet. Because Andrew, yeah, I think he had said, yeah, I think it was like 10 or I think it was about, I think you're right, like 2 weeks in advance, he said, I'm prepping this game. And then I think 3 days before actual launch, he said yet again, all right, everything is actually in place. It's going to go live like come this Monday or whatever. And yeah, I was, oh my God. And we've pretty much been living on it since. It's been, what is it now? Been 15, I think we're coming up on 16 months now of this game being live, or live for early access, of course. So that's pretty crazy, man. It doesn't feel like it's been 16 months, has it, boys? Does it
Uh
or does it?
I feel like, I mean, honestly, I feel like it has in terms of like, I don't know, the amount of progress that the game has made.
Hmm.
I feel like mainly in the last couple months has felt like massive changes has happened.
Right.
I feel like when it first dropped, we saw a lot of changes, and then we went to that stagnant phase where I think of almost 6 months, dude.
That's
We
right.
didn't like we just kind of sat there
Yep.
with the same stuff every day, and I feel like I'm glad that it didn't drag out any longer. I feel like it would have lost some people, but it definitely. I feel like it's been a journey being
Yeah,
here the whole time.
still have the core group. It's like still mainly still have like the core group of players. Obviously, that was kind of the depressing thing. Like you said, over the course of like it's like 6 months, basically, you just watch the player base fall off the face of the earth a little bit through the Steam charts. I've been watching the Steam charts a lot. But yeah, core players are still here for the most part. Like everybody who's been playing since the start, who's been trying to grind out that 9K total, for the most part, are still here. But then I've noticed, yeah, through this update, funny enough, the Milestones update has brought in quite the influx of new players. Like we aren't seeing like record-breaking numbers per se on the Steam charts, but we're seeing a lot of new players come in at the same time as old players kind of leaving, which is kind of it's refreshing because we're not just losing players, we're gaining new ones at the same time. So it's keeping things a lot fresh.
Yeah, it's definitely been a revolving door, seeing that
Yes.
aspect of it.
Yes. Revolving door, that's a perfect way to put it. Yep. Yep. And then I'm noticing too is with so for me, what I'm noticing is the biggest issue with new players is is the faction choice. Like they don't know what to choose. But that's why I'm kind of been glad is the veteran players per se have been there, like kind of there to let them know it's like you just choose whatever. Like we're all in the same position too. Like we've been playing for 16 months and we still have no fucking clue like whether Hammer Mage or Crown like it essentially is nothing. It doesn't matter. It's just like just like an icon above your head at this point. Like nothing actually matters per se. So everyone's been freaking out about that, being like, "Oh, is this going to grief my account if I choose Guardian or It's like, no, just choose whatever. And funny enough, like a bunch of people have said to calm these guys down, is we're very likely going to get a free choice to re-roll our classes in the future, if not the option to like re-roll it like once a month or something. Like it all depends. Like it's and especially they might even introduce new factions. Like there might be two to three new classes for all we know. So I think they got a lot of work to do with that, but I've noticed that yeah, the main issue with new players is like choosing a faction. They don't know what to choose.
To be fair, they're not given a preview specifically of, hey, if you choose this class, like what's your armor gonna look like, for example.
Yep.
People have to go out of their way to find out that information, so that definitely doesn't help either.
And
I would say.
I'd assume that's maybe why they gave us the option to have 3 character slots as well, so you can just try each faction out on each character and see which one you like. Like obviously it's a decent time sink, but I mean we've got unfortunately have nothing but time in this game. You know what I mean? Like if you want like in the beginning, sure, like you wanted to just grind leaderboard. Now that the leaderboards are more majorly full, especially in the top 20 positions, I feel like you don't even people shouldn't be spending time being like, oh, I have to min max every XP, especially as a new player. No, go test out factions, go test out what you like, which profession you like, go quest, go have fun. Don't just focus up on XP like all of us RuneScape players did right off the rip when the game dropped. Because yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Not at all.
And then yeah, I guess, and then we'll go ahead and kind of get away from the new player chat for now. But obviously, Doug. So you said you had played RuneScape previously for MMOs. Did you play any MMO other than RuneScape? I can't quite recall. I'd like to say maybe not, but maybe you have.
No, so I kept so I played RuneScape. I think I was in grade school. My one buddy got me into it and we played it like a sickening amount.
Yeah.
And we would do it every day after school and weekends I would spend like 12 hours on it. And then I would like, if he and I hung out, maybe I'd stay the night at his place. I brought my laptop. We played it all
Yes.
night, dude. We'd load up at like right after school on like a Friday,
Oh yeah.
and then we would probably play till about like 8 in the morning the next day.
Yeah.
And
And then wake up and then still wake up at noon.
yep, exactly. And then keep going.
Yeah.
It was a true addiction. And then after high school, I stopped playing it as much. And then I kind of pulled away. And then once I finished up college and I started streaming, I was like, all right, let me give it a go again. And it just didn't have the same feeling to me. So I started looking around at other games and I tried that World of Warcraft and I wasn't a fan. I just didn't really like it.
Yeah.
And
Yep, same.
I like in between trying to stay with RuneScape and I finally got like a little bit of a passion back for it. And then once I found this game, that was it. Like I was hooked. I've dumped way too many hours into this for only being out for a little over a year.
Yeah.
I think it's the case with most of us. Yeah, we played RuneScape for, on and off for 2 decades, and then anytime we try to go back to it, it's hard. It's like, man, I don't want to sink another 2 decades of time into this game as much as I do want to. And then whenever you come across a game that's very similar, aka Brighter Shores, and you get to grow with the game from essentially day one or year one, like that just mentally feels a lot better. And I think that's what drew most of us into Brighter Shores was just the lack of wanting to continue to put time into RuneScape or something that's already been out for 2 decades. So yeah, makes complete and utter sense, brother. We're in the same boat for sure. Zedge, do you want to quiz this man on some mines in a bit, or?
Yeah, definitely in a bit. Yeah, because I mean, there's been a lot of changes regarding Milestones update. All the knowledge I learned, I still feel like some of it may be relevant. However, majority of that's like out the window.
Yeah.
One perfect example I could just give off the top of the dome that I have is Milestones basically made it so that there were no longer ridiculous level gaps,
Yeah.
50 level gaps where you would be doing the same exact thing. And then once you reached like, hey, 5 more levels left for you to get that next unlock, you would hit a wall. And that wall was brutal because that wall just meant, yo, remember all these actions you did at the beginning? Well, you got to do them a lot more. That also meant you're going to spend a lot more time on those last 5 levels than you would have done the previous couple levels.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was definitely freaking brutal. And I know the same thing happened for other professions as well. Chef being notorious for one of those too.
Yep.
People called it the Bacon Mountain. That also got, chopped up in half and the bits and pieces. Now it's like, what, 5, 7
Yeah.
levels at most.
That's correct. Yeah, I think everything is between
Yeah.
5 to 7. I think. Yeah, maybe 4 for some, but yeah, 5 to 7 seems to be the average. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, basically during my time playing the game at the beginning, when it came to leaderboard races and all that stuff, mine a Montauban specifically,
Right.
what ended up happening when people were racing for leaderboards, and I'm sorry for going into leaderboards, but
No, please.
kind of just to segue things in, each episode, players would tunnel in on one specific profession,
Mm-hmm.
and as a result, they got punished for it.
Yes.
Be it, hey, you got to grind a bit longer doing this other thing. It's kind of a waste of time for you to go back to this profession that you just got 500 on because, it's just the XP waste. You weren't getting any XP. All you were getting was KP that you'd put in another profession.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, people that suffered the most were people who dropped stuff. And when we talk about dropping, mine and Montauban, there were definitely a lot of leaderboard chasers at the time. They said, hey, I'm focusing on blacksmith, for example, or hey, I'm focusing on stonemason. And so they dropped the opposite of the ores that they got just so that they could
Yeah.
finish quicker, just so that they could get those nice leaderboard spots or try to. Heck, I was guilty. I freaking dropped everything. Like, till this day, I don't know how the heck I completed the mines. I did manage to do it, though. But
No kidding.
Mine
Yeah.
of Montauban, it became known as that episode that you did suffer the most out of every other episode.
No,
And it also
100%.
punished people who lacked proper planning for completing the episode, which led to people also burning out from the game.
Yeah, like when you joined too, just like because you were obviously 37 days late. That's a classic meme, 37 for you.
Yeah.
But so when you joined, did you have drop all then? I'm assuming you had drop all by then. I can't remember when that
I
came in the
joined
game.
on the day Drop All came
Fuck,
out.
no way. Okay, yeah. No, you
It's
lucky son of a bitch. You're lucky. You
literally
lucky
on
son of
that
a bitch.
day.
So yeah, that makes sense why, yeah, you pretty much got to abuse that right off the fucking rip. Yeah, because dude,
Yeah.
because I that's why I was trying to bank everything with Fisher because drop all wasn't there, so it wasn't even efficient to just drop all. It was like waste 30 seconds dropping your, or 10 seconds dropping your inventory, and then instead of just one click. So yeah, for basically like I said, like 37 days I suffered with no drop all trying to fucking do Fisher, and there was no extra storage written. Oh my god. So yeah, that's what I mean. The beginning was just, you can look at it as Grief City, but I think that's just like, it's just like what we've been saying recently. It's just growing pains. That is early access growing pains, and I've completely accepted that it's just a thing at this point. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, Fen grief the shit out of me. I was like, no. That's just, I signed up for this, if anything. So
It's early
I
access.
signed up for this shit. So yeah, I'm past the point of being like, fuck, this is Fen's fault. No, this is my fault. I'm still playing. So yeah. But
No,
yeah,
and speaking of faults too, because once again, this particular segment right now we're talking about Mind of Montauban,
yeah.
the biggest one, the biggest thing that stopped everybody, because that's what people are gonna wonder. Why did so many people burn out? This and that.
Yeah.
The answer to that question, my friends, bone right.
Yeah.
Yes. Why? Let me explain it
Mm-hmm.
as easy as I could. If you were specifically focused on maxing out Mine of Montauban episode,
Yep.
In order for you to train bone rate, you had to go the other episode, another episode. Back in the day, it was another episode. Now it's another episodes, as in you gotta. So let me just explain that a bit. Originally, you had to go to Hope Forest. Back in the day, there was Gather, there was Woodcutter, there was Carpenter, all in the same episode. They scrapped out Gather. They put all those bones into Forager and Hope Port.
Yep.
And so you needed to train 3 professions to then be able to train this one profession actively. And mind you, those other professions are not in Mind of Antuban. You had to go out of your way to do those other professions in the different episode to then be able to do it in Mind of Antuban. So the players that, once again, they tunneled in too quick on, hey, I'm going to get my blacksmith up, I'm going to get my stonemason up, or I'm just going to do miner and call it a day. They all, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say ignored, but it was overlooked on because
they were
they were just
ignorant.
focusing one thing at a time.
They were ignorant. They were ignorant. It's unintentionally ignorant, 100%.
Yeah.
Like absolutely. Because then by the time they got to Bone Right, they're like, I quit.
I agree for my account.
Or they did what most people ended up doing, KPing and passiving into it. That's why there is an influx of extra 500s for Bone Right, because everyone in their NAN up until this most recent update just ran a fucking passive on that for almost a year straight.
Yep.
And I'm guilty as charged. I did that shit too. I fully KP'd all the way up until 200 Bone Right, and then just set a passive straight from 200 to 500. And I think about a month and a half before the milestone updates dropped, I'd already gotten 500. So I kind of got that out of the way early per se, and I'm kind of glad about it because like you said, it's essentially now it's a little bit harder to gather up 500 quote unquote 500 Bone Right now compared to how it was. But the update that they did, I feel like was completely and utterly needed, and it makes it feel like an actual. I don't know. It makes it feel proper on how it's done instead of just kind of like scrambling, throwing KP into it because you don't want to actually. I don't know. It's a lot more smooth now that Bone Right or our bones are through foraging, not through gathering. I don't know. It all makes a lot more sense if you were to do it as a whole now versus before. And like I said, because that's what ended up making people want to just KP and passive into it because it was so shit. Not to say it isn't still shit. Not to say it isn't still shit, but at least it makes more sense on how the process is done for Bone Right these days. But yeah, it is by far the most obscure and quote unquote dangerous skill to get involved in or profession to get involved in the mines because it's excessively time consuming if you were to do it active. Excessively.
And if you didn't get involved on it earlier, essentially what we would tell new players, you bone early or you moan later. And what that meant was, if you don't get this thing up to as high as you possibly could, until it gets to the point where it's financially impossible for you to actively train it anymore.
Yes.
You're gonna be cooking yourself hard. So that became the thing. You wanted to rush that thing as fast as possible. Heck, I even remember like I was talking to Dougie at first, and I saw his levels in Mind of Montalban, and I was like, bro, wait, what? You're here at this episode, but like, why aren't you doing Bone Right first? And I literally had to like pressure him into doing it. I remember that being one of the first interactions I did have with Dougie.
How are you?
Thankfully, he did pick up on that.
How are you training Bone Right, Doug? How are you training Bone Right right now?
Full passive and knowledge.
Yeah, okay, so you're still
my Hope Forest, dude. I am second milestone across the board on Hope Forest.
Yeah. So
I am now 7th milestone with Bone Right in the mines. So for me to go back and do that, it would.
What's your forager? Remember, what's your forager? What's your forager level?
4th milestone.
Oh yeah.
So even then, I'm still.
So yeah, you're still right. You're still in between. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't blame you for just KP passive. So is that your current passive that you're running right now? Like at night is purely Bone Right then?
Yep. Yeah, it's pure Bone Right. So whenever I go to work, it's on. Whenever I'm sleeping, it's on. It doesn't matter. It's always Bone Right. And then as of right now, it's also where all my KP is going, because if I can get this thing out of the way, then everything else becomes a lot easier.
Yes.
Very fair. Completely and utterly fair. Yep.
And Dougie, since once again, out with the old, what we did in the past is done. We got milestones right now. Another nickname we do have for you, Mr. Digital Plunder. For those of
Damn
you who
straight.
know, you know. If you don't know, just pull up the Dougie, Fresh stream, and you'll get what I mean, you jelly beans. All right. So that out the way. Milestones now. What professions have you been focusing on most in the mines right now? Because when I did tune into your streams, I saw a bit of miner gameplay as well as stonemason. Have you done blacksmith at all, or have you been putting it on the back burner for a little bit?
So basically, what my goal was, I wanted to get everything in the mines in terms of mining, blacksmithing, and stonemason all on the 6th milestone. Because I knew what I really wanted to do was test how different it is from what it was. Because I don't remember what the level range was, but all I remember is that you and some others would tell me that even after you mined this massive gap of, I believe it was granite, you still needed more at the end of the day.
Mm.
So then you would have to go back and do more granite, which then threw off the process of then you're leveling up by doing something else when you should be doing the newest ore.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole goal was get everything 6 flat, and then between the 6th to the 7th milestone, when I'm doing it right now, is testing the amount that you mine. So it's 6 milestone and what's the other thing called? 4. I'll just call it 6.4. At 6.4, you can start doing flint, and then at 6.9, you do iron. And currently, what I'm testing is if the amount of flint that you collect is enough to get you to the next rock in stonemason, and to see if it actually balances itself where you don't need to constantly go back and remine stuff.
Yep. That was the biggest thing
I won't have answers for that for probably about another 2 weeks once I've tested it on both blacksmith and stonemason.
Yep.
But as of right now, it looks like it's kind of adding up where you won't need to go back and remine stuff.
Right.
I think the only thing that's going to throw it off is the shields with like Deathstone. And the Durabin with blacksmithing, because from what I noticed, I did a little bit of blacksmith. Durabin is used 3 times throughout the blacksmith category. And so you make 3 different shields, and it's the same for stonemason. So, but they all have different XP rates. So does it make more sense to save it for that final one? Because with blacksmithing, if you save it to the end, you don't need to mine as much Adathril, which then also means that you don't need to do as much gas leeches, because the final shield is all done inside the Goblin Forge, which makes it a lot easier.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So it's like that's exactly what I'm testing right now. So I'm gonna do this for the whole 6th milestone, and when I hit the 7th, then I will have the final results on probably what makes the most sense for someone to do, so that they're not wasting too much ore, or they're not burning through other essentials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, overmining would be the biggest thing for me personally. Well, I mean, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
because no one wants to go back and remine stuff as much as I know some people have had to do far too much remining.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like fun, because then you have to go back and do something that you were already doing. And then as you're doing it, you're still getting XP that is then interfering with then you progressing afterwards. So it's like a constant push and a pull.
It's a big balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very big balance.
And so, Dougie, just based off what you said, there is still that balancing act of, hey, I got to make sure I'm doing things, I'm planning basically. Essentially is what you're telling me, right?
Not
That's
as
still
Yep,
holds
much.
true for Night
exactly.
and Month
Probably
ago.
not as much, but yeah.
Yeah, still some form
Yeah.
of it. Especially,
no.
hey, if you're not doing forest and you're just focusing the mines, then yeah, all your KPs get dumped in the bone, right? It doesn't matter who
Oh,
you
100%.
are,
Has to.
unless you
Has
max
to.
out forest.
Literally
Yeah.
has to, yeah. That's weird. Oh yeah, and you're a
I mean,
trader, Doug, right? You do have trading account?
yeah.
That's
He
fine.
does.
That's
Yep.
fine then, yeah. Because then whenever you go back to Forager and you've already passed and you're gathering those bones per se, you could either skip those bones or bank those bones and sell them. So that's at least a benefit. It's not like you're griefing yourself ridiculously. You're just like freeing up other options.
Yeah, exactly. I think banking has also become
Yeah.
so much easier in the mines too. I mean,
Oh, it's not
before it
even
made
funny.
sense as to why people dropped. I mean, cab you had to
Yeah.
either run all the way to the top where you would bank flatten them, or you had to teleport
Like
and
forest or
then
some shit.
bank
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like
Mm-hmm.
it was just annoying.
Yeah.
It was so much running, so I see why people did it.
Well, even Zedge didn't
Yeah.
know. Zedge didn't even know the Adathril has that insane storage rift right there next to like the maintenance crew quest or whatever the hell it is. Like there's a
Dude,
storage rift right.
don't-
It's disgusting.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Don't even get me
so
started.
good.
I Timmy, I gotta explain something to you, dude.
Uh-oh.
I was watching. I saw that you were live the other day, and I had missed it by 2 minutes, and it said, "Don't miss the streak of watching Timmy." And I was like, "Well," I was like, there goes that. So,
Fuck.
but I clicked on it. I just wanted to see what you were doing. I saw you were in the mines, and then I jumped to like midstream, and I saw you were doing the what was it, Adathril, right?
Yeah.
And then I saw you run into that room, and there was a storage rift right there. And when I tell you, I had been banking Adathril the old way the last time I just did it,
banked it
I
at
was
the
like,
junction place or whatever.
I had no
right?
idea. Truly, I had no clue. And I want you to tell you, my jaw dropped. I was like, you're telling me I ran as far as I did, all the way down to the Deathstone one. For I don't know for the
my
entire
family.
amount.
You were just so used to it, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they wouldn't add one closer. I was like, I guess this is now the furthest
It's
run.
dead ass around the corner. It's right there.
Yeah. Oh no, it was staring me in the eyes as I ran past it. Yeah.
Fuck.
It was.
Wait,
now I know.
Oh
but,
my god.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah,
that.
Dougie, you know what that
shit.
reminds me of? Because once again, this is back of the mines. Bone Rights was. I keep going back to Bone Right. It holds a special place in my heart. Y'all, whoever knows why. It gave me the opportunity to be the man who I was at the mines. That's the long story short.
It's true.
Because I went back to Forest. I did it all, ladies and gentlemen. I did it all.
Yeah, after
That
Minor,
said,
yeah.
though, what you guys just mentioned reminded me of Bone Right because you know that there's that Bone Right NPC that you could buy bones off of.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was right next to the iron ore, and then to the right of
Yes,
that
yes.
there was a storage rift.
Yep.
And
It's
not many
something you
people
didn't know
like
was there.
remembered that storage rift. So they would go straight into the Bone Right room with the bones, and it would be a super
Oh.
long walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yep. I'm
to
guilty
me.
of
It
that.
happened to
I'm
so
guilty
many
of
of
that.
us.
I'm actually guilty of that too myself. Deadass. Yep.
Yeah.
I would go right to
It's
the
the
Bone Right
same
room. There's
thing.
a fucking rift like 10 squares away. Yeah. Oh my god.
We
yeah.
get so logged into our grinds that we forget to look at the mini map and see, oh, there's a storage rift right there. Nice.
It's crazy.
You know what? What got me with the Adathril one is that there was always a storage rift in that room, but it was always down below. So it was underneath all those
Yeah.
tracks.
That's right.
So the only way to get to that one was to then go through the blobs. So when I logged in and I saw that that one was there, I just made the assumption that it was the blobs one and not
Right.
the new one where it's now easier to bank.
Would you be in the case of if you were to still be doing what you were doing without that Adathril storage rift right there? Were you just hitting the northeast, like what was it, the mine south teleport, running over that storage rift, and just going back up the ladder to Adathril? Was that what you were doing? Or were you literally running to that rift?
Well, that sounds smarter, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna
Alright,
say
well,
if
thanks for
yeah,
that.
I know,
So
and then that's yeah, that's if you work. That's not, okay, anyway, so I know, dude. I'm like that's because I played too much RuneScape. Like teleporting would have been more efficient to do it the way you were doing, but obviously scrap that completely and utterly. There's a fucking rift right there anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah,
actually, I don't know if that would have been
it's hard to say because
better
you might have
because
gotten tagged by wraiths potentially.
Yeah, if you got tagged by Wraiths, you were cooked.
that would be the only grief. So that means if you had a fear pot on
Yeah.
you, you'd be Gucci though. But I mean, obviously that's what I mean.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways you could do it, but the fact that there's a storage rift right there, yeah, you were
Yeah.
just fucking you're
Oh, yeah,
you're
no,
taking
and
the
then-
piss,
and
bro.
then- yeah, exactly. And then could have gone like the North Stone, but then I still would have had to run through
Yeah,
those worms.
The worms, yeah,
So I think at the end of the
Yeah.
day, the run that I was doing
might have been most
down to where like the Death Stone is, I feel like that was probably better.
Yes,
Could have been.
that was the
probably-
play.
It probably was.
I did it. Many people before me did it.
Well, useless now. So
Yep.
literally,
Well,
that storage
yeah.
rift is only for combat now. I think.
Yep.
So that's what
Pretty much.
for just combat regions. Yep, that's about it. That's about it. But yeah, oh yeah, Doug, what is your favorite profession in the game? I think we talked about this the other day, but what is like your top profession in the game? Like, what can you not fucking get enough of? Like, what would you train past 500 if you could still get XP?
It's gonna sound ridiculous, and I know that there's gonna be a lot of people here that are gonna
Fuck it,
disagree with
let's
me.
go.
If it wasn't nerfed, I loved leatherworking because
Fair.
it gave me the ability. A lot of the stuff that I would do when I was leatherworking, I would work on maybe new stuff for my stream, right? So I would, or maybe if I had other stuff that I had to do or get done, I could just set up leatherworking. I knew I could look away for maybe 30 seconds and my guy would do it, do his own thing. And then I'd come back and everything was good. And then
Yeah.
I could just keep clicking and then I'm just printing money. And then
Yeah.
they nerfed it. And
Yeah.
I wish they didn't nerf it as hard as they did. Now, granted, I could still go back and do it and still make money, just not as much money.
Yeah, no XP. It'd just be it'd be for like a third of the money and then just KP. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Which I mean isn't a bad. I mean, fuck, if you're ever bored as hell for an hour, you just throw some KP into Bone right while you're making a little bit of money off leatherworking, I guess. But yeah, it's nothing like it used to be. Nothing like it used to be. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
It's I mean it's a
Yeah, I
little
think-
more smooth with selling the hides and shit, I guess, per se, because you don't have to just you really don't have to market telly anymore. If you market telly at this point, you're pretty much just cooked. But yeah, fuck yeah, that's leatherworking. Yeah, that's a good one because like I mean obviously like I love Chef because like it's as AFK as you want it to be realistically. Like you can skip the lobster thermidor if you have to. Because that's obviously like 4 steps of hell. But yeah, I like Chef for that exact reason too. Just AFK. Alchemy, same thing. You can force it to be as AFK as you want as long as you have the materials banked. And then
Yep.
obviously that's what I'm doing right now is Chef. I did Alch in the last stream, did leatherworking in the I'm pretty much when we record these podcasts, I'm doing the exact I'm just rotating the AFK skill, the AFK profession. So yeah, it makes sense why leatherworker's a banger for you because yeah, mine I've been told I love carpenter too. I love the AFK for carpenter. I love all of it, yeah. I like the AFK professions also. God, what else? I can't
Yo,
remember.
mine cards,
go.
Dougie. Talk to me. Talk to me about the mine cards. How you feeling about them?
I've never done them.
Wait,
How about you,
wait, the
Dougie?
what?
Mine cards.
Mine cards.
Oh,
I did
dude.
mine cards. I freaking.
All right.
I've never
Alright,
done this. I
so-
have to hear this. I've never done
alright.
them.
So now you're almost required to do them. So the moment that
Ooh.
you go up to the next milestone, your base start point is the mine carts. You don't get to do flint until you hit 6.4 or 7.4. So once you get up to that 4th point. So when you switch over, you have to do it. Or you could go back and remine old stuff, I guess, if you wanted to, but you can't mine anything further. So I did do it for what was it? It was fossils. That's what it says it was. And
Oh,
I think after about 20 minutes, I was pretty much over it. I was like, yeah, this is not fun
did it actually suck?
because It's not the worst. I'll say that. It's not the worst
Mhm.
thing. It's more or less, I'm just, as you're doing it, you're thinking, I'm not doing anything useful to progress blacksmithing or stonemason.
Hmm.
And the only thing that's decent is the knowledge points you get from it. I think it
Yep.
gave me 8 to 10 knowledge for every single run that I did.
Mhm.
Now, if you're doing one that's quick, it's not bad. But if you have to go far, then it feels kind of worthless and pointless. Because even if you were to pop like a potion, I would have to pop a potion for every single run that I did. And it just started to get kind of annoying. So I did grind
Yep.
it through because I wasn't gonna put my KP into it. I was like, that's dumb.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, I might as well just push through. And yeah, it pays you as well. I think I was getting 23 silver for every redemption I did, and I
Mhm.
did it hundreds of times. So you know, I did get money out of it.
Fair.
But overall, I wish that they gave you the option to mine as well. So like if you didn't want to go do the carts, I wish there was a stone or an ore that also came with that, where if
Mhm.
you had the option to do it.
I gotta
Yep.
dive into this. I don't even have access to the
Yeah.
cart till milestone 2, so fuck.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
and back in my day, because remember, we were all new players. We didn't go to other episodes in the past. We didn't know about Chronopolis, any of those sorts. We basically picked what we wanted to do, and then unless you were at Chronopolis,
Yeah.
you weren't making that money. That's the long story short. And so we had to do minecarts to a certain extent at the earlier times because hey, we wanted to upgrade our tools. Well, this is the only place like unless
Fucking
you got to
hell.
that level for blacksmith where you were, or stonemason where you were crafting weapons and selling them for that, a nice little premium, you would be doing minecarts to get, revenue to then be able to fund yourself to then do all that. And
Makes
Dude,
yeah,
sense.
dude, it was it was
dude,
brutal.
it's so funny
And
that you say that because I remember when back in the beginning, starting the mines, I was broke, dude. I had no
mhm,
money to me at all.
yeah,
And I did my first mine cart and I was like, oh my. I was like, this thing prints money. And little did I know
Oh
it
my
doesn't
god.
at
this
all,
is
dude. It
pretty.
doesn't at all. And I was like, oh. Once
Yeah.
I finally started to get actual gold in this game, I was like, it's not that good. It's
It's
pretty
not
bad.
that good. And I remember that because you mentioned using the pots to minecart. I was guilty, dude. I was 37 days late to the game. I was desperate for as much EXP as I could possibly get over everyone else. And
Pop
I
a potion.
also Papa Potion came to my
New
mind, and
new
also I was
rapper.
like, at that time I was working too, so like I was just like I have to pop potions to catch up to these guys. I tried putting in hours, which I did. I squeezed as much as I could out of me while I was working, but then also I was doing the grinding too, and then EXP potion. But I
Oh
didn't I
yeah.
didn't 5%. You know what, I did an even worse mistake. I was putting in the 6%, and those things cost you even more.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
barely making
stupid.
money off this dang
That was
thing.
stupid. I
And
realized
yeah,
that
dude,
right away.
dude, that
Yeah,
was bad.
you were Mr. Potion Stack for sure. There was a couple of you
Mm,
guys, Mr. Potion Stack on the ground, fucking old school, dude. Old school lost
yeah.
like tens of
Yeah.
gold and the just fucking
Hmm.
spamming that leather worker. He'd be like, "Oh fuck, there goes a stack of 300 to fucking 5% cren pots. GG."
Yeah, dude. Oh man, if
Back
if I
before
could have
Potion
gotten all
Belt.
that money back, shoot.
That's what I
It,
mean.
oh,
Potion Belt saved us, bro.
it was even worse. Cause yeah, before Potion Belt, if you dropped your thing and you forgot to pick up those potions,
Yeah, it's
you were
gone. It's
cooked.
gone. Yep,
Yo.
it's gone. Cause you would
Dude,
inlet.
that
Yeah,
was.
yep.
I
Those were
couldn't
the
imagine
days.
still juggling potions to this day.
I know, fuck that.
I would.
Fuck. Dude, you had to do that in the old
It's.
school days, yeah.
Oh,
Old school RuneScape, you had to do the same thing. When old school RuneScape came out, you had to do the same fucking shit. People were juggling shit non-fucking stop, and it was absolutely horrible. That's why the looting bag's a fucking thing for, like, wilderness sakes, too, now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Jeez.
ridiculous.
Oh, it's wild, man.
no, I. To be honest, like if the potion belt for some reason ever disappeared, for whatever reason, right? Let's just say they were like, never mind, it's OP, we're taking it away.
Yep.
Get bent, right?
Yeah.
I would just not use them. I'd be like,
Yep,
well, I'm not
exactly.
juggling again.
Exactly.
Knowing what
Yeah.
life was like, I'd
Yeah.
rather just not have it.
I think I agree exactly.
Same
I
here.
completely fucking agree. Disgustingly. And that's the other. Oh yeah, may as well talk about that. I'm throwing this in now because we're like 30 minutes or 40
Go
minutes
ahead.
deep now. Fucking the deposit all. Why the fuck does that slam? Why does that slam the door on you in full exit? And that's been like that for 15 months now. Deposit all just slams the door in your face and exits the bank. It should not fucking do that. It should just deposit all.
Yes.
I do agree because it's weird because you actually have to, if you don't want to hit deposit all and have it close on you,
You have to
the
right
only
click
other
your
option
invent.
is to go click on the inventory.
That's right, which is
Yeah.
just it's
And
just
then
gross.
hit deposit all, and then it doesn't close.
That's right.
And I feel like it should work the same for both. So I do agree. I think that's a little weird.
It's just a little
why it
wonky,
closes
yeah.
it.
Then we still obviously don't have withdrawal. Like we don't have a withdrawal. We just have that withdrawal, like the specific amounts that like it tries to give you the recommendation for whatever milestone fucking thing you're on. It's like no, just give me a withdrawal plus have the other one still there. It just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It doesn't. It's just a little. It's one of those little things where it's like, why isn't there a withdraw all, and why does deposit all slam the bank in my face? There's just a couple little like, what? We need some transparency on why they have it that way, or just get it, or just have it fixed, or just fix it. Because like,
Yes.
why? Tell us why it's like that. Explain it to us why you have it like that, or is it just fucked? It's been a little too long for them to not mention that per se. It's just a weird one. Again, it's not end all be all. We're still playing, but why is that like that?
I feel like the only reason why is because not many people have probably brought it up to them. I feel like it's something that people will talk to each other about. They'll be like, that's annoying. But no one finds it annoying enough to type up an email about it.
Someone the other day said they were going to. So that's why I brought it up again.
Well, they probably lied.
They probably. That's why I'm mentioning it again here, and hopefully one of us won't be so lazy and we'll just fucking email them. But yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it at this point because like the other day, man, it was just driving me fucking crazy trying to do the blacksmithing shit. Or even chef, chef, man. Fuck.
Chef too.
Chef kills
Truly
me.
And here's an idea for it, right? Because I could see times where I want to hit deposit all and I want it to close, especially if I'm like moving kind of quick. Let's say I'm doing forager. I already know I don't want to go back into it. I want that deposit all to just close on its own.
Just click.
But what if right next to deposit all, there was a close button? So you could hit deposit all and instantly go right next to it and hit close.
It doesn't matter. Just click off your
tiny
map.
X in the corner.
Nope. Just click off. No.
Click off
No,
map,
just click
press
off.
escape
Just click
key.
off. Yep, click. I use the escape key. Exactly. Nope. Sorry, but no. Yeah, escape key. Escape key or just click off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You two-handed players have everything on one mouse.
Yeah, no, that's why I keep shift click. I don't do the right click, fucking left click, Q shit. No, shift click, Q for me. I want to have my other hand active. Yep.
The other thing I noticed too, when you move stuff in your inventory, I know we don't do it as much, but I have noticed it. It also breaks interactions that you are doing. For example, if I'm like doing alchemy or like leatherworking right now, and if I drag stuff around in my inventory, it breaks me from continuing my leatherworker. I have to reset it up again. Also, specific menu interactions. I get a couple friend requests. I literally have to wait until I am done with my leatherwork or whatever I'm doing, and then add them, because if not, now I'm EXP wasting. And I know it's like EXP, but still, it's just annoying.
It's not smooth. It's not smooth. It's not smooth.
Yeah, it's not smooth.
But the whole this is Ashley. Ashley, like rank whatever 16 Ashley or whatever. Her boyfriend or husband or something had the thought process on that inventory moving thing. just like I don't again, it's probably not true, but she's like in real life, if you were to move shit around in your backpack, you're not gonna do that on the fly of running. You're gonna just stop in your fucking position and probably sort that shit out and then keep moving. That was his thought process on the inventory thing. I was like, yeah, but this is a fucking video game. But maybe that is what Andrew's thought process was, is trying to make it as realistic as possible in that sense. But I was like, yeah, but still, that's scuffed as fuck, realistically. Like for a video game. For realism, sure. But this is a fucking video game, so like, yeah, the sorting your invent on the fly, I'm all for it. But I mean, yeah, like I was like, the only thing that someone's mentioned was that whole realism thing. Is that if you in real life, you if you were to stop, or if you wanted to sort your backpack, you'd probably fucking stop in your tracks. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, whatever, cool, but fuck that.
yeah. But at the same time, too, if we're talking realism,
Yep.
I don't know any single person on this planet that has to pick up stones and etch them and then has to craft them into a weapon to then use it.
Exactly.
This has nothing to do. I am a cryonite. That's not even a word.
You're a magic
dude.
You're a frost knight. Yeah, you're a fucking frost knight. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're taking realism into this. You can go play Siege and call it a day, but this is supposed to be a fantasy game where you can do anything that you want to do.
Yep.
We're just slightly limited at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And we talking about Kyoto right now. We talking about slightly limited. I'll be honest with you. There's one thing that's been bugging me, and I have expressed this before. And I have sent emails about this. When I pick up bounties, I cannot organize my bounties. So, for example, if I got like candles, for example, for merchant, and then I got like pumpkin, and I got some other stuff.
You want to put them together.
If my candles are separated, I can't put them together, so that it's better for me to, look at, which I find a little odd.
No, I kind of fuck with that.
It's my bounties. Why can't I like move it around?
So yeah, you're asking for interchangeable, like you're to be able to move the placements of the bounties on your bounty board.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually fuck with that. That's
for the sake of my mental sanity and OCD.
Yep, it's a good idea. I like it. No, that's a good idea. That shouldn't be very like, again, would they do it tomorrow? Probably not, but that should be on their list. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I like that.
Please. And the last but not least, and I know me and Dougie have talked about this one. Oh man, Dougie. Obviously we work jobs, man. When we get back home sometimes we're tired, we just want to do our own thing. We want to chill, we want to skill, but we don't want to, necessarily interact with people right now. You know what I mean? Like we want our own time, our own space, this and that.
Yeah.
I still preferably I would like to show players, hey, I'm around. This is me. This is my IGN, as opposed to hiding it. That said, I'm surprised the game doesn't have a do not disturb mode, where literally right next to your name, if you enable this option, it says do not disturb, indicating to other players, yeah, you're here, but like you're just skilling, bro.
I'm not reading chat. Yeah.
Talk to me later. I'm not reading chat. Yeah, because if you keep your name on and people start talking to you, it's awkward because you're like, yo, bro, you're a great guy, but I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm busy, and I'm tired.
They'll start thinking you're either ignoring them or that you're botting or something. Yeah.
Exactly. And then vice versa with the names, because I've heard people talk about this on streams that I've gone to. They're like, yo, why are people's names hidden? Like, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
By default, they are hidden.
Yep.
But the other thing is, there's just some people, they just want to skill right now. They don't want to talk.
Well, even George was saying, George's like, I'm the most anxious motherfucker in the. That's why I am too. Like, I get anxiety too, where I just all of a sudden don't want to talk to anyone for like fucking somewhere between 2 to 8 hours. It happens, man. It absolutely happens. So yeah, it would be nice if they could just show. So I damn near have my private off of every single account just because I don't want DMs coming in that I'm not going to want to answer at that moment. I don't want that other person feeling bad or feeling like I'm fucking ignoring. So yeah, there should be at least something, maybe. But again, would they do it tomorrow? Probably not. But
probably not.
They could implement something towards that where it's like at least some sort of like if your friends like let's say like maybe. I keep my friends on, but yeah, like next to my name when they go to message me, they have that like do not disturb button, like that fucking red, the red with the lines. You'd be like, don't fucking like if you talk to me, probably not gonna answer.
So friendless, there is something with direct messages.
Yes, I've.
But and still,
It's
dude,
so
it's
bad.
not like
It looks bad.
Yeah.
I've enabled
Exactly.
that. I've enabled that where I'm online. They go to message me, and I have it set up so it says this person is not accepting messages right now.
Yeah.
And I've had people delete me because of that. And I'm like, oh my
Exactly.
fucking god, man.
It's crazy.
I'm like, brother,
It's nuts.
like I'm not trying to fucking. It's not like it's just you who can't message me.
Exactly.
Nobody.
It's
fucking
no
can.
one could message
That-
you at
that's
this
what-
point in time because
Yeah.
you're focused on your own thing.
Yep. People got mad
Dude,
at me for that.
I'm telling you what they have to do with the chat, and I've been saying it for a while.
Yep. Yes.
I hate that when I want to chat, I have to pull up an arrow that then changes the entire aspect ratio and size of my game.
Yeah.
I don't mind the sidebars; those are fine.
Blows up
But
the
why
camera.
is it that my entire chat has
the
to put
chat.
the whole game up?
Oh.
I don't want that. Let me just
Yes.
put it as like a overlay where it just, make it like see through, right? But the text
Yeah.
comes through, make it enough where then I can have it up, see the chat, but I don't need to change the whole aspect ratio of my game.
Dude,
I feel like it's just dumb. I'm like,
I
why?
agree.
Yep.
What? Why is it you're either all in or you're all out, and there's no in between? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's what. Yeah, there's more. Yeah, more UI shit. Yeah, more UI shit. Yep.
Yeah. UI, the do not disturb, and the primary reason too I bring up do not disturb is because we are going to be talked a bit about Chronopolis, old school Chronopolis, featuring D0ugyFresh, new school featuring me. And yeah, dude, do not disturb mode is huge for that because when I'm doing detective, when I'm doing merchant, I love everybody. But if you message me, if you try talking to me and I do not respond, it's not that I hate you. It's that I hate the fucking
detective. Hate
professions.
detective. Yeah, I hate detective. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Oh man. So
that,
so
and
yeah,
they need
Dougie.
that. They definitely need that chapter chat. I don't even care for a global chat. Truly, I don't. I mean, if they want to go for it, that's awesome.
Right. That's right.
But
Yeah.
at least
want
give me a chapter chat, because if I do want to talk, let me just talk to everyone that's hanging out in that, in that chapter. I feel like that would create more fun. And on top of that, you don't need to then tell someone, "You right back, I'm gonna go sell my leathers."
Right.
You miss half a
Yeah.
conversation. By the time you get
Well,
back,
that's the
you're
thing, yeah.
lost on what people were talking about.
Mhm.
I think that's what people want is that they want chapter chats and profession chats. Like a global chat is great and all, but I'll probably have that fucking not enabled. But yeah, profession and chapter chats would be pretty fucking pretty primo for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that'd be great. And I know this one kind of takes a little bit of a turn from, the chat, but I know I told Zedge about this. I just want to see what Simi thought about this idea as well, and kind of give me your opinion.
Sure.
But the whole trading thing, right? I'll make it quick. When it comes down to trading, there's no way to trade unless it's person to person, right? Yeah, there's no other way to do it.
Yeah.
If you're a trader, what they should do is they should add a second tab to the bounty boards that they're going to drop. And on the other tab, you can create requests. And in those requests, you can say how much you're willing to spend for something. And then at that point, the people that run up to those boards, they can see the requests and fill those requests if they want to. So that when you log in, it just hits your bank, right? And whoever's willing to pay more, which is an economy, right? People who pay more get stuff first. And then you walk away with the stuff that you wanted. So let's say I put it up for a high price. I went to work all day. I asked for 800 mine pots. I come back, boom, there they are. And I think that is the best way to do it because it keeps it room to room, right? Exactly how they're designing this game.
There's trading post.
But it also doesn't make a grand exchange. It's very different.
Yeah.
Because you have to request it. Someone has to go to that room. They have to pull it up. They have to find it and see it. And I think that's fine. But when I told them about that, they said, "Thank you for your suggestion."
Yeah. No, I
That's
know.
all it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they don't because they don't know what they don't know if they want that or not. Yeah, that's the problem. Because like and a lot of people do. Like most people just want a grand exchange, but I'd be more comfortable with just like a little trading post, like you said, just a trading
Yeah,
board, like a trading board. That because that's like light. That's light in the sense compared to like a full grand exchange, and it still is
Yeah.
more player to player than just essentially just player to ether, like just in the ethos of fucking whatever. But yeah, it's yeah, trade. I'd be okay with it. I know a lot. I just don't think Andrew is. Unfortunately, he's so adamant on this player to player contact. But like, people don't want to fucking talk to each other. So yeah, if you were just to throw it on a board,
exactly.
if you want to throw it on a board, I'd be okay with it. Because like, I'm half the time I don't like. We were just talking about that with through chats and stuff. Like half the time we don't want to fucking talk to somebody. So yeah, through a board or a trading post, it'd be a lot more fluent for sure.
I think it
Yeah,
also helps
'cause-
the 9 to 5 gamer a lot because
Yeah.
once again, and I
Yep.
keep bringing this up, man. People in the chat, please, like if you're listening on this podcast,
Most of us
whatever
are.
day
Yeah.
it is, you know, let me know when you're tired from a 9 to 5, job, working all day. Do you really want to spend extra time trying to find out, who's selling this material that I need? Hopefully the
And
answer is no. If the answer is yes, I mean you're probably trying to merge people. It's all good
Yeah.
in the hood, but
Exactly.
most of us think we want that convenience because once
Well,
again, we only have so much time.
yeah,
Like,
and I completely agree. Like with with that, we only got so much time to do stuff, and then on top of that, if he's big on people talking with each other, why do I need to be in the same room as another person to actually have a conversation, or I have
yeah,
to add them
exactly.
and DM them?
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
Yep.
it
Yep.
clearly that's the whole interaction isn't the focus, because if it was, there'd be a global chapter room chat. You could label it as what you want it to be, but clearly that's not the goal. It's to maybe one day, but as of right now, they have other focuses. But
Yeah.
if you can't give us one, give us the other. Because if I could just go into a
Exactly.
global chat and say, hey, does anybody have these pots? I'm willing to pay this amount for them.
Yep.
Right. And I'm in the global. Someone could very easily just respond and be like, yeah, I got this many. Meet me here.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
No,
if
no
not, the only other
Discord.
option, like if I never knew about this person, I'd never find them.
That's right.
hmm
Yeah, unless you were rummaging through Discords like a madman, which is another
Yep.
fucking mad time waste in my opinion, and just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Exactly.
an anxiety inducing waste of fucking time.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, traders like a huge. It's yeah, trading needs to be worked on, not heavily, but it definitely needs some more implementations onto how it's done for sure. Because yeah, like as much as it
Mhm.
was hype in the beginning when Trader first happened, they were having those like weekly fucking Sunday markets. Or I bet if you go there right now, that Sunday market ain't fucking nothing's happening. That ain't popping.
It's
It ain't
dead,
booming.
dude. Yeah, I'm telling
That
you
ain't
right
happening.
now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's Sunday and it's prime time. So yeah, again, I guarantee not a soul is there.
Yep.
So yeah,
Because no
it's
one's got stuff to trade.
yeah. Yep, everyone's still playing majority lone wolf, and if anyone does have anything to trade, it's sadly through discords. It's
Yeah,
it's kind of gross.
The only reason why I'm trader is for the hope of what will be, because I think with Lone
Yeah.
Wolf, I can play the game as Lone Wolf, and then if trading improves, I then can start trading more. But yeah, I feel like if you pick Lone Wolf, you're stuck, right? So let's say trading gets a massive upgrade, then you can't go back. Like they said, it's a permanent decision.
Yeah.
And
yep,
I feel like to choose Lone Wolf, it's because you know that you never intended to trade from the beginning.
Yes.
And
Yep.
and I think that's fine for some, but to others who are in debate, it's like if you really can't decide, just go
Go
trader,
trader.
because you could play the whole
Truthfully,
yeah.
game
Just go
Lone Wolf.
trader.
yeah,
Like you could play the game Lone Wolf if you wanted to. Like it says trader, but you could still do it all on your own if you wanted to.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, and that's like it's just like a status thing. It's like giving a shit about what people think about how you play the game. It's like just play the game however the fuck you want. Truthfully, like
Yep.
it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's people think too hard about that stuff. Honestly, and I'm half tempted to just go run trader on this account right now. Like I have the option. Like I'm undecided. I could just go do it on podcast right now and be like, hey, I'm a trader. Because I mean I plan to. I definitely plan to. So I just don't have like a reason to right now. I don't. No one's. If anyone trades me anything, I'm probably not gonna fucking use it. So I don't know. Unless
Yeah.
you want to give me gold, but that's one of the reasons why I do kind of want to enable trader, because considering I will be going trader on this account one day, no matter what, I may as well do it now. Because if some random fucking guy walks up to me and gives me 100 gold, I fucking want it. I'll take it. Give it to me. Sure, cool. But yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that option. Otherwise, I don't have that option as undecided. So
Here we go. We can make the stream, this podcast real spicy. If you go take trader right now, I'll give you 30 gold.
right, I'm
Oh,
totally-
shoot.
All right, meet me in Kren.
Bet. Consider it done.
Already
Look at this.
already there.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta finish. Hold on. I'm etching. Hold on.
I'm edging. You're edging me. You just said. What the fuck?
Oh
No,
no. Oh, I mean. Shit. I just exposed myself. Oh shit.
Oopsie.
Oh, dear.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm coming. Take
Yeah,
cred.
meet me at Channer.
Dang.
Let's do it. Hey, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, fuck, I should just do it.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. What a twist to the podcast.
What a dude, you have proven yourself an excellent merchant. You may now join the
Whoa.
Merchants Guild. Oh.
I gotta.
You
make
ready?
myself
You
visible.
ready, Douglas, for this? Are you about to see
Yes,
this
sir.
badge?
I'm-
You're gonna see this badge pop up?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Lick Your Let's get that guy's name, Mr. Lick Your Toes. Oh my god.
Yes, it is.
That's
Yes, it
fucking
is.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's George's buddy. I'm pretty sure that's George's buddy. Yeah. I think.
Yo,
Yeah.
he's got trade enabled.
I don't know. I think he might be undecided. But yeah, here we go. Are you sure you
Oh no,
want to set
he'll
your...
enable trade with a name like that. He's enabling trade.
Oh yeah, dude. He wants
You already
he
know.
wants to lick toes. But yeah, are you this decision is permanent and cannot be changed. I'm sure. I accept.
Oh my god. It's been done. All right, here, I'm right down below.
I've never traded, dude. I don't even know what to do. I
All
don't
right, here,
even
no
know
worries.
what to
Come
do.
on down. And
Oh
I'll
my
do it
god.
for you.
Oh my god, there's a gold thing next to my name. What is this?
All
Show
right,
me how to
are you
trade,
re-
doggy.
Oh, I do. I almost forgot that your name is Hellfire. All right.
That's right.
So, oh wait. So now I gotta do trade, and then it's gonna pop up in your chat to accept the trade.
Sick.
And then give me a second.
Pretty
I'm
RuneScape-esque.
gonna
Decently RuneScape-esque, yeah. I haven't traded in RuneScape
confirm.
in fucking like 10 years. Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
and then
one
all you do
decade.
now is hit accept offer.
That's
and
it?
There you go. Yep.
There's no second trade screen? That's sexy. Damn.
Yeah, there you go. There's your 30 gold, and
Thank you,
welcome.
Douglas.
Welcome,
Welcome
to the trading.
welcome to the guild. Yeah, welcome to the
to the
guild.
Merchants Guild.
Dude, much fucking love. Yeah, dude, sick.
Back to etching.
All right,
I
there we go. There we go. The bet has been made. Yeah, back to Hopeport. The bet was accepted. Yeah, there we go. I am now a trader on Hellfire. There you go. I'm a trader. I'm a trader from the Lone Wolves. I'm a trader.
Go.
Yeah, now
Some splice to this podcast.
because that's
Yeah.
the thing. I've wanted to do that for a while, but I want to do it on Ferda too, because Ferda obviously has fucking 500 Alk, 500 Forager, like on this damn near on its way to maxing Hopeport at this point. Yeah, I don't have mines or Kren unlocked on that account, because that'd be like my main trading account at this point. But yeah, going forward on this account,
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy Trader a lot, I think. Yeah, and prime example, guys, for anyone watching the fucking podcast or this that's what can happen. Somebody could walk up to you, just trade you 30 gold, and as long as you have Trader enabled, you got it. Simple as. So yeah, there's proof right there. Shit'll
They're
happen.
gonna come to Dougie.
People like Stratos, bro. People like Stratos will walk up to you, trade you, and they'll trade you like five purple weapons. But like, go make yourself an epic, brother. Have fun. Like that can happen. So, yeah.
That or someone can pay you to do it.
Someone could, yeah, exactly. Like that's what I mean. Yeah, so Trader's cool. Like Trader definitely has its perks. It's just we need more fucking people in the game to make it worth that while.
Yeah.
That's the only downfall right now. But a lot, like I said, this influx of new players, they want to be interactive. They definitely enjoy the fact that you're able to trade. They just want people to trade with. So yeah, the more the merrier, bro. The more the merrier. And then of course Zedge on Zedge's Zedge account will be a trader as well. So yeah, he's just got shit to do on Revolt though. Got shit to do on Revolt.
Yep. I got the 9K journey.
So I'm gonna drop a bomb on your guys' foreheads here. So for combat and PvP purposes, obviously, there is like a very lack thereof of combat and PvP purposes in the game. So I was wondering how you guys would feel if, I mean, they could do this before they do their combat update. This is why it was like, man, if they were to put this in the game right now, it would still feel fine. Like a haste, like haste. Obviously, you know haste through WoW, Zedge. Like if they were to do a haste spell or haste potions where you can move faster essentially. Like what I was thinking is if you cast a haste spell or pop a haste potion, whichever way they want to go about it. I think a spell would be pretty fucking cool, but potions, whatever, then you can at least profit from it per se through alchemy. Um, if you could instantly move 4 squares, like not like teleport, but like move 4 squares at like the speed of light per se, because that would open up then the ability to heal quick on the fly. Obviously, God given your mob isn't going to range you. It would give you the ability to move back, have the have that range on the people. So if you still have your four range whatever ammos, you could use your haste instant, like damn near insta go back 4 squares, fire off a shot, get a health potion off, and still have like 10 seconds of ability to go like 4 squares type of thing. Like not necessarily further than four, but and what I was thinking is that could also have a use in just professions as a whole. You'd be able to, like, if you were to pop that potion or even through a spell per se, however you want to go about it, you'd be able to like kind of glide 4 squares. So if you wanted to waste that potion per se in like a profession setting rather than a PvP setting, you could motion around faster. Like each I noticed this last night. Each station is roughly about 4 squares apart in the leatherworking room. So it could benefit in the leatherworking room, could benefit in the fucking chef room, could benefit in the alchemy room. That's if you want it to. So I was wondering how you guys would feel about like a haste potion or a haste spell, or just speeds up your movement a little bit more. Any
I would
ideas? Any
definitely feel
thoughts?
like keep it in PVM.
Straight PV,
Because
straight PvP
during
PVM.
professions itself, yeah, straight
Yeah,
PvP PVM.
yeah.
I don't even want to think about PvP right now because I'll be honest, like that whole thing is a section of its own. We haven't
It's
even gotten our
so. That's what I
combat
mean. It's
yet.
so fucked. Yeah.
We and there's so many like I swear I was in Twitch earlier and someone was saying something along the lines of, yeah, if I'm this faction I'm gonna beat on this other faction.
Yeah.
We don't
We
we
don't even
don't
know
know
exactly.
that.
That's what
What the heck?
exactly it. That's why I was mentioning that everyone's biggest
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
is like,
yeah.
what faction do I choose? I'm like, you fucking doesn't matter, bro. Whichever one you
We
like the
don't
armor
know.
best on. Like that's it. That's
Yeah,
fucking it
and we
right
don't
now.
know how the rock paper. We don't know what the combat's gonna be like. I'm pretty sure that it can't be as simple as, yo, if I'm hammer mage, and you're guardian, you destroy me. Like no,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
it's not gonna be that
It
easy.
won't be
It
that.
shouldn't
No, it's
be.
not that simple at all. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, no.
exactly. And going back to the whole thing with the haste, I do like the haste concept, especially in combat, because
Yes.
there
Yeah.
are moments where, yo, I just want to like outdo this mob that I'm fighting,
Feel
and I
like you're
want to
doing
gain some
something. Yeah.
extra, yeah, some extra advantage somehow,
Yeah.
and an obvious advantage, especially if I'm fighting something and people are watching me fighting something through my stream or whatever. I want them to know, yo, I may have died here, but I clutched it because of this mechanic.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and they're gonna need that for combat. They it's
Yeah.
not even an option. You need this because right now it's just, hey, I smack this thing, it smacks me back. We go on and
I
on.
try to
As
heal.
long
Yeah.
as I have potions, I got it. And even then, drinking the potions, it's not fast enough. I feel like sometimes.
It's not.
And I hope that if they do incorporate the haste thing, you do your dodge or whatever, 4 tiles back or wherever you want to go,
Yeah.
and then you drink a potion fast as a result of you having the haste on as well.
That's yeah. I'm completely in agreement with that. Yeah. Exactly. Like you'll pop, like it's an instant pop rather than a 3 second swig. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
obviously
think.
balance it, put a cooldown on it, but
Yeah.
have something
That's why I was
similar
thinking.
to
That's why I
that.
was thinking spell, like through like similar to immunity, through a spell.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking spell, but like I don't know how they'd want to go about it if they even do. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the trickiest part there, right? So I think the only reason why, and hear me out on the idea, it shouldn't be a potion is because the only way to get that potion to work is that you would then have to drink it either prior to
Yeah,
combat,
that's
right?
yep.
Which then means it takes the 3 seconds to activate, right? But what if instead of a potion, they still have that necklace amulet spot open, right? What I feel like the way they could go about that could be so wide. What if there was a haste necklace or amulet, right?
Sure.
That when dungeons drop, you can find different ones in dungeons. And then you can find ones that say, let's say one makes you walk faster in water for fishing. So you don't need to spend as long trying to get to the fish. One that makes you pop potions faster. And you can change which one you're wearing all according to what you're doing and not make it easy to find. Let's say you need to do the right dungeons. And to find the one for, say, fishing, you have to do the Hope Port dungeons, right? You can't do the mine dungeons and then just find it, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I feel like some things as potions might not fall
Yeah.
into where they'd be useful unless they give you the option to pop it prior. But I feel like unless you guys, in which I'm kind of curious as to, do you guys think those amulets or necklaces should have a very specific idea?
It's so in the dark. I mean, that's the problem is they haven't mentioned anything about it, so they could be anything. Like
Yeah.
we could make up whatever we want. They'd be like, nah, not the intention. Like,
Yeah.
oh well, then what the fuck is the intention? Tell us.
Yeah. And that's been the issue with that one slot, man. Nothing has been said about it. We've even talked to them about it. It hasn't, like, based off the responses we've gotten about the necklace amulet slot, it hasn't even been added to the game. Like, it's just there. It's just there to be there. It's filler. We don't even know if they're gonna freaking remove that thing, to be quite honest with you. Anything's up for grabs. And I'm trying to be as, realistic as possible about
Seriously, that's the unfortunate. Exactly. Until they mention anything about it, it's like, yeah, we can only speculate, and they'll probably just keep saying, yeah, cool, thanks for the info. We're not gonna do that. Fuck you guys. Like, I don't know. It's very that would be great if they were to.
That'd be awesome.
They were able to give us jewelry with like certain effects and stuff through it, but of course they're not gonna until they mention it. It's like we can't really speculate on it. Like we can only just make shit up, I guess, that they're probably not gonna want to take in. That's the
Let's
shitty
just
part,
put the scarves there.
Dude, that's exactly.
Exactly. That was the thing that we did talk to them about.
That was the whole. That's what brought the. That's exactly.
That's
it,
what brought the. Yeah.
Like within the first hour of the Christmas event coming out, I messaged them saying, "Hey, how come the scarf isn't in the amulet slot? That UI is not available at the moment. Haha, get fucked." Oh,
yeah.
Sorry for asking. Sorry.
It's the same idea as the tool belt. We have 6 open slots on this tool belt, which no one has anything for. And why on God's green earth do I have a quill and ink, paper, and rope?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Dude, shouldn't those gone away?
Yeah, no, dude, that was merch. Like this merch, that was merch's problem. The other, he bought the sprayer and the fucking the watering can for botany, and then couldn't find it because he assumed it was gonna go into the tool belt. He's like, "Fuck! I just griefed myself. I can't find it. I can't read." He was freaking out, and I was like, click on your botany UI, click on that little rake thing, and it's right there." He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he's just like, how come this tool belt just has these empty slots?" I was like, "You're telling me, brother. You're fucking telling me."
Preach to the choir.
Yep. It confuses the hell out of new players. The tool belt slots, yeah, that really will fuck with the new player's mind. It actually does. Yeah, that's unfortunate for new players. They especially coming from RuneScape, because the tool belt is pretty much where all your tools go in RuneScape, and that's not the fucking case for this game at all.
Nope.
Not even
close.
close.
Meant to stay empty.
Like, apparently, yeah. Like, I'm not sure what the hell their plan is with that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure they have a plan. Just I'd like to be filled in on it, though. Like, I'd like to be filled in on how they're gonna fill this in, because holy shit.
Because right now, the one things that we have been filled in on, their steps for how they're gonna be handling Phase 3. I know last cast we spoke about it. We're wondering, like Phase 3, there's a lot of stuff coming in. You got world events. you got dungeons coming in, and there's bounties.
Bounties trickling
then,
in beforehand, yeah. Before like
Yeah.
we got bounty coming tomorrow. We got bounties coming tomorrow. Fisher bounties tomorrow, boys.
Exactly. Yep. And then the following week after that, it's gonna be, I believe, this blacksmith
I think so.
or stonemason, one of those two.
The filtration station, I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. And Smuggler's
they
Bay,
also-
perhaps, yeah. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the exact schedule, but I think Smuggler's
So I
Bay's
got the
next.
exact schedule right here.
Yeah.
There's another thing that they are doing, which is kind of new and interesting, I guess. Like they're trying to test it out. Their aim is to basically move to a weekly update schedule that alternates between big updates and small updates. And so, yeah, like we just mentioned, Fisher tomorrow, the bounty, expect it. After that, the following week, there's going to be some quality of life improvements and small features. After that, blacksmith filtration.
Yep.
After that, quality again.
Yep.
And then you see that it just keeps happening. And once again, after that, it's going to be stonemason.
Nice.
So yeah, we got quite a bit going on there. And I'd like to see if they could maintain this. Once again,
Brother, yes.
it's new. It's not going to be easy.
That'd be nice.
I wish you the best of luck, Fen. I hope you could pull it off, though. If you can't, at least you're trying,
Yep.
which is good to know. And the thing that stuck out to me most too was world events. It's going to be a rotating multiplayer event calendar. How the heck is that going to work?
Yeah, that's so
for
confu-
EU and
that's
NA
so
players.
confusing. That's really tough on the brain. Yeah.
Because is it going to be like, hey, at this specific time of the day, this is when you can do the activity, and if you're not here,
GG. Yeah, like GG or
GG, don't read, like.
Well, I'm thinking that those world events, right? It sounds like and correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they say it was gonna happen every month? Right? It was gonna be a different one every month.
No, I have no clue.
I
bro.
heard nothing.
I've heard nothing. I've heard just people speculating. Oh, it'll be every hour on the hour. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, so like the bounty boards, like the chef bounty
Yeah.
board, like essentially like the chef bounty board. I'm like, all right. I'm like, that's what I mean. I have no fuck. They have not
We have
talked
no
about
idea.
it. They have no like that's yeah, no idea.
Because the way I thought about it, right? Let's say they even, my only thought, right, in terms of the word world event, right, where it brings everyone together to do one thing, right? And my first thought was the snowman,
Yeah,
and Christmas,
sure,
right?
yeah.
Now, obviously, they might not make it that long or that extensive, right? But let's say it was only a week, right? Let's say once a month there was one full week where they did one event.
Yeah.
And and everyone had to work together enough to actually get it done. Now, maybe it's not something as simple as building a snowman. Maybe it's a little bit more complicated where it requires different pieces, say from each chapter. Right?
Sure.
So it needs a certain amount of bones, it needs a certain amount of fish, it needs a certain amount of wood, it needs a certain amount of, let's say, only blacksmith, and it needs a certain amount of leather. And everyone has to work together to figure it out, to build whatever they created or deposit it into a spot. Because let's say it needed 10,000 of a specific leather. Then you had to drop it into this bucket. And whoever participated, what if you got a certain amount of, crazy idea, KP potions or a certain type of potion, or you could put a certain amount of KP towards a certain skill, like rewards like that. Now, granted, also could be like actual rewards, like physical ones that you could wear.
Yeah.
But I feel, I could see where you guys are like agreeing on that. Like it only lasts an hour, but for us, it's like 1 a.m, and it's like, well, that's not fun for anybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And it seems like the way they're doing world event too, like it's specifically tailored to that one profession.
That's what
based
I'm
off
thinking,
what I'm reading.
Unfortunately,
I see
yeah.
combat, call to arms, forager, loot, worm, fisher, shipwreck, chef, the hollow, whatever. I don't know what that means. Alchemy, the witch's brew, the botanist, overgrowth. I'm assuming there's some plant or something. You gotta, I don't know.
You probably
something
similar to that quest. Probably gotta
Yeah,
run around the forest and chop some limbs or some shit. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. And then same, like they're very themed towards a specific thing. I personally, they got all right. So like, I'm the guy. I maxed. I'm guilty, I guess. Yo, looking at this stuff, what's in it for me? That's my initial reaction because
Yeah.
EXP is not gonna cut it. I hate to break the news.
Yeah, I need a
Like,
rare drop table. You know.
I need a rare drop table, and I need to like kind of, I don't know, like know what I'm exactly doing this for. Like I don't want to like be in a position where hey, you'll find out when you find out. Personally, I know everyone has different takes on that, but like yo, once again, I max. Like I don't want to do this thing and go back again unless there's a reason for
Unless
me
there's an
to.
actual reason, just something like it, yeah, which would essentially
Yeah.
be a cosmetic or an item tied to it. Yeah, because if you're already maxed,
Yeah.
it's just so unappealing in the XP sense, or even damn
And
near
I wanna know
even
what
damn
it
near the
looks like,
KP
too.
sense. Yeah, even like KP and XP once you're maxed, it's like okay, cool. That's a bit of a benefit, but I need substance. I need an item. I need something to benefit me
Yeah.
somewhere else, whether it's cosmetically or actively in another skill, or even within that skill itself or profession per se. Yeah, it's fuck. Yeah, need something more than XP for sure. Fucking.
Yeah, that's why I
do you
was
want
bigger on Dougie's idea over here with like, yo, taking stuff from each
Yeah.
episode and then contributing some way toward that, one
I would
thing.
love
Like
that.
for
I would
example,
love that because yeah,
I'm
if you
focusing here, I could still contribute and I still get something, and it's not taking time out of my day. Because once again,
yeah.
we work 9 to 5 jobs. We can't play
Yeah,
Ferda Shores
it's a community. Yeah,
all
it'd
day,
be more of a
unfortunately.
community effort. But that's
Yeah.
what they're saying is that the world events are
Yeah.
supposed to be way more solo focused than multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's very. I mean that's what's good. That's
It's an
what's good
awkward
about
one.
it. That's what's good about it is it's still up in the air though. Nothing's fucking set in stone. So the fact that it is up in the air, we could sway them to maybe slightly change it from just this complete and utter solo activity to just way more of a community driven type of thing because which is what more of
Yeah.
us want. It's what we want, man.
Yeah, because I think
guess-
at the end of the day, it would also not only bring together the new players, but also the players that have been around for a while. Because not every
Yes.
person is paying for mines and Kren, but what if
No.
it requires mine and Kren to be incorporated? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, so those who are members, right, or are paying, then they can go and do that part. Or, let's say majority of people here are paying for it, you just go and do the skill portion of which you were going to work on anyway, right?
Right.
Because if something came up and it was like, hey, we need a certain amount of iron, that's been processed. Okay, cool. I'm already doing the mines. I don't mind giving up some, right, to help with the world event, especially if like in return you got a reward of say KP or experience towards that same skill.
Yeah.
Right. So all depending maybe the amount that you donated, right, of a certain one, they give you maybe double the XP, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would get everyone involved, new and experienced, where, let's say someone else already maxed Fisher and you don't want to go do Fisher again. Cool. You can go off and go do leatherworking where maybe someone else can't because they're not paying the $5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would really start to bring the community together and get everyone to start working together and be like, yo, we're missing all this. Who's paying for Kren? It's like, oh, we all got it. All right, everyone who needs to do Kren, go there and do this. And I feel like that would make it a lot of fun.
That could even open up a lot of trading aspects too, like people who can't log in for that time of the day be like, oh well, here's my trading post thing, or here I'm trading you now because I can't log in later, do this for me type of thing. You're like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
That would enable trading to a degree as well. Yeah.
There's so many ways to get people involved with each other. And I think that the biggest place it's gonna start before they do that, we just need a better chat. We just need a better way of talking with everyone.
Seriously. Yeah, because we're so reliant on Discord. Extremely reliant on Discord these days. Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. And
gross.
in the rooms, you can only fit so many people in a room. What if there's 50 people that are all down to talk?
Yeah.
You can't make a group chat.
Nope.
You can only fit 20 people in a room. Like we need it, if you wanted to participate in that kind of event, you would need a global chat so that everyone can work together.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Or like an event chat. Yeah, like even like a world event
Yeah,
chat. A
even
world
that.
event chat. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yep, 100%. Yep. Fucking A. Oh yeah, that shit excites me because yeah, world events and dungeons will be like that will shape the fucking rest of this game. Truth, that's like the game.
Yeah.
It's like the game
Yep.
finally coming together outside of combat. Obviously, like combat will intertwine with the dungeon
Yeah.
aspect eventually. But yeah, world events and dungeons, dude. That's the next. That
I'm-
is so we're so desperate for that. So desperate.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just letting
I
you
think
know
it-
now. No mention of dungeons. So I
Right.
think based off what I'm seeing right now in the Milestones post,
Mhm.
it still seems like the dungeons are profession focused.
Yes.
That said though, maybe that's the reason why they're still holding off on it. I hope that's the reason why,
Because
because
they
they
want to
got to get that definition down.
they want to intertwine
What does
combat
that
into
mean?
it. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
They should. I mean, yo, Dougie, what's your opinion on that? Do you think they should intertwine combat to some extent in all these dungeons that they're proposing? Yeah, yes or no, and if so, why or why not?
I do. I think that dungeons, the word dungeon,
Yeah.
gives the idea
Mhm.
of combat. And my biggest worry after
Yes.
more thought on the way that they're describing it, it's not actually dungeons, it's more or less mini games.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
if that's so, change the name because you're getting people
Immediately.
excited for a combat idea that isn't coming, and you're going to make a lot
Yeah.
of people really mad.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
so upset.
everyone's wanting a better combat idea where they can fight with their friends, maybe a group of 4.
Yep.
They all go in, and
Mhm.
maybe you need, and I feel like what would make it even more exciting is you need one of each profession, maybe, right? Or like
in that
Yes.
in that
no,
episode.
it's not
Yeah.
a profession, right?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You need
Correct.
a guardian, you need a cryo, and you need a hammer mage, and then the fourth one doesn't matter who it is, and that would make it so where everyone's working
Factionless, yeah.
together. It's very interesting, and it's just a great time. But the problem falls into the word dungeon. That tells me it's going to be combat, and if all it is little mini games,
First Dave.
no one's gonna do
It's
it.
just gonna
dude.
feel like it's gonna feel like the
Especially, no
mines.
one's gonna touch it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just gonna feel like doing Bone Right all the fuck over again for some weird reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, I don't know. But my only worry, and that leads to the idea that it's gonna be not what I want it to be, is because they can't drop dungeons without special attacks. Like you're telling me
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do
Mhm.
combat,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna swing my broadsword at some monster
Yeah.
and stand there.
Exactly.
Cool.
That's why I was like, we need haste
Like-
potion. We need something to
We-
make this more fucking beneficial.
We need
yeah.
extra combat.
We need
yeah.
spec. We need spec
features.
attacks. We need haste potions. We need something. Yeah, we need some shit or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. Yeah, especially special attacks. Like god dang, and
Yeah.
like per weapon, damn near. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. And that's the thing I was leading to too. Like, you need all that. You need more. It's not just gonna be special attacks.
No,
I've been telling
not
people
enough.
this just
It's
to
not
wake
enough.
them up a little. It's not.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
I literally have that. No, I have it written, dude. I have this written down right here. Episode 4, podcast ideas. Literally, first thing. Obviously, special attacks aren't enough.
Yeah.
It's just it's a plain fact. Plain fucking fact. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, we need something. We need substance to combat. And then, yeah, if you're even gonna mention the word dungeon, fucking mention combat first.
Yes.
Please.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
they had me worried about it.
Oh
So
god.
I'll keep my fingers crossed. I think they fend themselves based off of the milestones and itself. I think they're going in the right direction. I think they're willing to hear people out more because I think I actually had my first real conversation with them in an email.
Sure.
But I think that dungeon wise, I feel like that needs to be an email that gets sent so that it kind of clears things up. So, they already said about mini games, we're not understanding them to what they are, so they're changing the name of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like many emails need to be sent saying if dungeons aren't combat, you need to specify this because in every other game, dungeons means combat. So if it's not,
Yeah.
change the name. I guess.
Please. Please.
Yep, exactly. No, freaking completely and utterly agreed, truthfully, because yeah, it just brings so much more confusion, especially to the players who have been around. We're like, man, we've been waiting for like combat orientated stuff outside of just AFKing a fucking mob for 15 months, or well, I guess not 15 months, but like I guess a year now. A year, because I think it was
Yeah.
March 1st or March 7th. It was sometime early March is when they dropped that combat update, and it's been now it's
Yeah.
officially basically been a
Yeah.
year, and we've heard nothing since. Damn near nothing since.
Yeah.
Just ideas floating
I
around.
think they did prioritize correctly though. I feel like if
For
they
sure.
focused on combat,
Definitely.
everyone would just be doing nothing but combat, and it would have
Yes.
been just imagine
Yeah.
everyone at once rushing combat, and you can only have a certain amount of people in one room.
So terrible.
No
yeah.
mobs would be available.
Terrible.
So
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it get complicated. So I'm glad they focused on what they did the way they did.
Yep.
And they changed the way that leveling works.
Yeah, the
Now it's
core
time to
founda-
start making
core
our way
foundation.
back. Yeah, let's work our way back. Let's go back to that, and let's start on that skill tree that we saw. I feel like that's part of the reason why I don't even want to max combat
I
yet.
couldn't
I
stop
feel like
thinking
the
about that,
skill
yeah.
tree is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. That's
Exactly.
like how that's what I mean. Like, is that like they could easily put a haste fucking thing into the skill tree. I just don't know how they're gonna
Yep,
go about it. But like I don't know
exactly.
how they're gonna go about it. But if they wanted to go the skill tree way, fuck, cool, even easier, sweet. Yeah, I just
Yep,
they
or
haven't
give
they
you
haven't.
more long range.
Yeah,
You know,
more
like,
ammo.
more to
More
throw.
ammo, yeah. More
Yeah.
ammo would be the biggest thing. More ammo for sure. Or multiple different range weapons being able to equip like 2 or 3 equipable range weapons per se even. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Gosh, damn. Yeah, there's a lot they could do. It's just the problem is they haven't mentioned it at all. And that's the biggest gripe with me is for combat is they haven't mentioned what kind of direction they want to take it when they're going to try to work on it again. They've just, I mean, as much as it's been nice that they're working on the fundamental foundation and core of the game, but through milestones and this phase 3 thing with world events and I mean supposedly dungeons and bounties and whatnot. But yeah, if you're not going to mention combat at all, then what the fuck are we doing, man? What are we doing? We need at least like we have a roadmap for everything except for combat now.
Except
It's just very weird. Like it's not like I'm not gonna fucking not play this game without combat, but unfortunately a bunch of players will not play this game without combat.
Yes.
So or like at least they
Yeah.
need at least the mention of it, like the fact that it is going to be in the works. Like obviously to us it's going to be in the works eventually, but they've never said it out loud since since they dropped the update in last March, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's just
That was the
just
last
really
time
weird.
there was
Been a
any
while.
lick of combat.
Yeah, combat. I mean, yeah,
That's not like how they're prioritizing bounties over combat.
right. Yeah.
Yo,
Yep.
you already know Bounty
That's what
Shores,
gives
baby.
me-
Let's go.
Bounty Shores.
Yeah, bounty
Bounty
shores.
Shores,
Honestly,
dude.
dude, I've never done a single shift bounty in my life.
No, yeah,
I think I did it.
I never will
once.
again. Dude, after 500 chef, I did it all the way to 450, and then I was like, I'm fucking done. Never again. Never again. I made 600 gold, and then I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm so done. Yeah.
And what did bounties feel like to you? Did it feel like
felt like a chore.
obviously
It
you
was
were
a
doing?
chore.
Yeah,
It
and
was a fucking chore.
that's the other name we're getting. Brighter chores.
Yep. 100%.
So,
No,
like-
it was a chore. I didn't like it.
Man.
Or it's not that I didn't like it. I didn't like. I felt like I had to do it to make gold and get the extra XP. Otherwise, I was just wasting my time because obviously I was KPing into Alka. I mean, it was a whole fucking.
Yeah.
It was a goddamn given. It was a personal situation, but it still fucking sucked. Yeah. Yeah.
Give me
And that's my fear too
bounties-
about the bounties.
Dude, give me bounties on detective where I need to go kill another player.
That's what
Dude,
I'm
that would
saying.
be
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was
god
gonna say. That's what I wanted to say 10 minutes ago. Zed, do you want to rebring up the whole thief thing? God, it needs
fuck
that
thief,
shit, bro.
man.
Or
So
bring, yep.
Yeah, no, we're bringing up there's issues with spawning thieves.
Yes.
One of them was multiple thieves. If they spawn at the same time, you'll be lucky to catch all of them.
Yeah.
I've had this happen
Yep.
at this one
Yep.
spot, Bobbin Road South, Candace Candles. Yo, she
Mhm.
be selling candles. She be making money. 3 thieves pop up. I'll be lucky to get 2 out of the 3. Even though I clicked the correct order that I could have
And you
possibly
can't
clicked
queue them.
on.
If you could queue them, bro, it's weird.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you
I
can.
queued them, but then the thing is, you can't halt them. It's like,
That
hey,
doesn't-
Yep.
stop!
That
Like it
queue
doesn't. They
system
don't
needs
stop.
to.
They
The
just
queue
go.
system needs to do that. Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, the queue system should halt them.
It should.
Like-
That's really weird. That is actually fucked. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
that
it-
handcuff
it- yeah.
animation, if they don't want to do that, yo, reduce the freaking animation time of that handcuff animation, because it feels like it's slow as molasses when I'm arresting these, and then I can't get to that other person. It's so triggering.
Yep.
It's happened
And I
many
feel
times to
like-
me too.
I guarantee that you'll agree with this because I did it too. Is when you see one person stealing, a
Mhm.
second person stealing, but someone who's just genuinely buying something overlaps with the other one that's stealing. So now
Oh,
you have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
wait. You have to
Yes.
wait until one of them
Oh, that's
moves,
so
and you're like,
You might get
"Dude,
the
let
wrong
me just
one.
select
Yeah.
them." Yes.
No, you will get the wrong one.
Mhm.
Like you,
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
oh, it triggers me so much.
For sure.
Oh.
And then not only that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there needs to also be on top of that, like you said, that rare, like that quote unquote uncommon, rare, epic thief that you chase around
A master thief.
for extra KP,
Yes.
for an extra possibly
EXP for reward.
a chance at a reward, like a rare drop of some. Yes, like there needs to be
Yes.
that something, because detective is just so dead. It's like it's a shitty merch reskin. It's not even a merch reskin.
Yes.
It's a shitty merch reskin.
It's a shitty one. you.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, it
I mean,
needs
who
way
would
more
max that?
substance, way
Ugh.
more substance to it.
Dude, it's crazy. No, the people, and this is the thing too, like, because I don't just do detect, like, yeah, I do spotting thieves, but like when it comes to like the investigation aspect of it, I am not just doing investigation spamming. I am not. I am gonna pick up five merch bounties. I'm gonna pick up a detective. I'm gonna try and like combine them.
Spot some thieves.
I felt like I've had a better time with it. Spotting if I'm burned out from investigations and merch, I do spotting thieves, and even then, I do have some issues with spotting thieves.
doesn't
But
feel
hey,
good.
it's more it's a bit more AFK, but it's not truly AFK. You still have to pay attention. You will miss thieves, this and
Yup.
that. And the biggest
Yup.
gripe that I've had at my current milestone, and I've emailed Fen about this too.
Yep.
I reached milestone 7, and to make it easy, level 700. That's how we break it down here, to keep things a bit easier to talk about. And Candace Candles at level 700 versus Victor T Cyclops at 725. I was expecting Victor to give me either one of two things. When I do spotting thieves there, I expected the thief to give me more money, or I expected more EXP. I had none of those applied. I tested it. I even asked Fen. They were convinced that they tested it. It was fine. Oh, it makes sense why you're getting less EXP doing Victor, because more thieves are supposed to pop up per hour. But dude, when I did my chain, I guess is what you'd call it, of thieves, before we no longer received a thief, it was only 3 thieves at most that I had a chain for, and then I was waiting for another thief to show up eventually.
Yep.
Because the rest of the NPCs were just buying. They were legitimate. And then Candace Candles, I had a chain of like 5. And I was like, wait, what's going on over here? Why, and I was getting more EXP. Overall though, by the hour, Candace Candles gave me slightly more. And even if I got lucky at Victor T, I got more, right? What ended up happening, Candace Candles gave me 7
Way more
silver
silver.
more per thief
Way
than Victor. Victor only gives 5 per thief. Candace gives you 12 per thief, 12 silver. Why the heck am I going to be willing to lose 2x of my money
yeah.
generation per hour for Victor T?
with the chance of only getting like a handful of extra XP on top. Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's a joke.
And then even Prag said it was the same way before Milestones. It was the exact same thing. Like even a year ago, it was the exact same issue. Yeah,
and he emailed Fen too about this, and they said the same exact thing.
They fed him the exact same email 1 year ago. That's right. Yep. Kind of crazy.
And so yeah, for those of you who are watching, if you happen to be level Milestone 7, just do Candace Candles. If you're doing Spotting Thieves, ignore Victor T. Let me save you the hassle, because I did it, and yeah, I learned real quick.
Yeah, you're better off staying Central Kren than going into that fucking dungeon. Yep.
Yeah. Screw the Cyclops area. That will never be officially Chronopolis in my eyes. Get it back out of the game. Delete it. I don't care.
Yeah. Fair enough, bro.
You're
Fucking
basically in the
A.
forest at that point.
Exactly.
Legit.
That
Yeah.
is the forest. That is not
It is.
Chronopolis.
Truthfully, it's that in between. Yeah, it's in the in between land, that farmland. Exactly. It's like fuck this guy. Why am I spotting thieves for
Some
you?
dude that sells cheese. Like,
Sick
I don't
bastard.
need your damn
And
cheese.
then unicorn dust. And unicorn dust. Like, what are you guys? Are you
Yeah.
guys fucking unicorns back here? What's going on here, bro?
What's
Something's
going
wrong.
on, bro? Something's sussy.
Something's weird.
Now you're getting unicorn cheese. I'm milking a
Jeez, man.
unicorn.
Yeah, like what is? Anyway, yeah.
I don't know where that thing's been. I'm not interested in eating it.
Super sus shit over there. Those cyclopses
Yeah.
are dirty bastards. Dirty
Yeah.
fucking bastards, bro. That's fucking, AKA detective still sucks. So that's like the third
Yes.
episode, third or fourth
Yeah,
episode in a row. We basically said that every episode.
At this point, it's not a Ferda Shores podcast unless we shit on detective.
Yeah, just the title is just gonna be "Fixed Detective?" question mark.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, the worst part too was I did it when it was in the hardest. Cause now like people like have like those legendary ones where like it gives you more
Yeah,
like
the epic
KP
bounty,
out of
yeah.
it and more XP out of it.
Mm.
And,
For
and then I
investigations,
did
yeah.
it. Yeah, dude, I
Actually-
finished it. I think they dropped those 3 weeks after because that's when I finished Milestones. It was,
Yeah.
that's when I finished Detective.
Right
3
before.
weeks later. Yep.
That's so
and
fucked.
then now here I am looking at it finished, and I'm like, I would get home from work exhausted, and I would need to run around Kren like an idiot investigating people.
Oh,
It's-
fully head cut off.
And-
Yeah, full head cut off. Yeah.
And yo, Dougie, before I interrupt you,
Actually,
No.
it's not legendaries. It's epic.
Epic.
because mind you, they're not following the Fortnite system, the World of Warcraft system with rarities. Just have to point it out. And
Yeah,
and until this day, that's
unfortunately.
still one of those things that does bother me too, and it bothers a bunch of people because we're all getting confused by it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Yeah,
well,
dude,
I'm gonna keep calling it that until they change it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll understand what you're saying.
I'm
so
with
it's
you on
fucking
that.
fine,
Shoot, I
bro.
understand you. Yeah, go for it.
We get it. We get it. It's good.
Oh man, I need them to change that too, effective immediately. Oh please.
I don't
I'm
think they
begging.
will. I swear to God, they won't.
They're not
but
going
they,
to.
They,
No.
it would be nice, but they would have done it with Milestones, and they
Yeah,
fucking
they
didn't.
would-
So there you
yep.
go.
There
I
we
mean,
have
I
it.
guess they still could because we're still in beta. But oh man, that's fucking.
Man.
know. Yeah, we're screwed.
Rather than focus on other things,
Yep.
give me better combat first.
Yes, dude. Yes. Give me a combat system that
Give
isn't
me, please give me a combat.
just polished
Yep.
combat, and I'll be pretty fucking happy. I'm completely and utterly okay with the current system that's in place for everything except for combat. So yep, whenever they decide to focus combat, that would be nice. But until then, I'm still playing regardless. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Still addicted as fuck regardless, which is nice to see the new guys. Like I said, I sent that screenshot yesterday. These guys are addicted like drugs, man. It's fucking. They're basically
Yeah.
like, they're getting that re dopamine of like RuneScape through Brighter Shores, which is so it's so fucking nice to see. Because obviously we're still experiencing that to this fucking day, like 16 months later. I'm still getting crazy dopamine hits off this fucking game, like RuneScape used to give me back in the day. So I cannot see myself dropping this game anytime soon. And if I was to, like I said, I just wouldn't be playing video games at that point. I'd just be doubling down on fucking working out or working or just working. Period. But yeah, I'm thoroughly addicted to Brighter Shores. I'll tell you that much, guys. And like I said in that last episode too, if you guys want to try Brighter Shores, try it when you're not addicted as hell to another game. Like if you're falling out of love with another game per se, like RuneScape, Minecraft, whatever, then try Brighter Shores. But if you're balls deep addicted to a video game and you go to try this game, you're gonna just want to keep falling back to that other game because this is kind of, it's like an XP dedication. It's like a grind dedication kind of thing. You have to kind of be addicted and willing. And if you already have that addicted and willingness to another game, it's probably not going to follow through with this game per se. It might, maybe it'll be like, oh shit, this is a way better addiction than the last one. But if you're already like I said, if specifically RuneScape, if you're already addicted to RuneScape, I think you're gonna have a hard time falling in actual love with this game. Because I mean, a lot of my friends, they played for 40, 90 hours, and they're like, all right, I'm done. Gonna go play RuneScape. I'm like, well, that's because you're still addicted to RuneScape. You're not maxed. You still have goals in RuneScape. You're always gonna fall back to RuneScape. A lot of us are already maxed in RuneScape, have played it for 2 decades. We were looking for a way out, and thank God that the Shores was our way out. Thank goodness. And we
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now we get to grow with
Agreed.
it. We get to grow with it, man. That's the funnest part for me is we get to
Yep.
grow with it. Like for
Hey.
old school sakes, you kind of got to grow with old school in a sense that it was like a fresh '07, but there still was I believe 5 years of content already in the game when old school was uploaded as a quote unquote vanilla. So like as new as new as old school was, it was still called old school for a reason. There was still content behind it. This game is dead fresh, dead Dougie fresh, if you will. It's nice to grow. It's really nice to grow with, and I said this a year ago, and I'll still say it today. I am. This is like my next decade. This is my next decade, pretty much. I'm committed for about a decade, so there you go. And
I'm glad you brought up
prayers,
the
dude.
commitment.
Prayers, dude.
I'm
Just
gl-
prayers.
I'm glad you brought up the commitment
Hmm.
because I do want to, we already talked a bit about milestones already. If we got more stuff, we'll cover it next time.
Yeah.
I got a question for Dougie in regards to the whole commitment aspect.
Yeah.
To you, Dougie Fresh, right? We've been through the ringer, through early access, this and that. Stonewall Hill,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
does it signal full release for you? Why or why not?
I feel like the real debate on that is going to be as much as I wish that would come with the full release, and he starts pushing ads and all that stuff. I think that comes down to how much do they want to have Stonewall out before other things. So I think that if they can finish the bounties, they can give us the better combat, right? They add the skill tree, they add the special attacks, they add the better chat methods for
Actual
world events
dungeons.
and for dungeons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuff like that. Then yes, I feel like at that point the game could be ready for full release. But if, let's say, right after they finish these bounties, then they push Stonewall Hill and they don't push combat, better chatting, all this other stuff, I don't think it will. I feel like at that point, what that would be a focus to get the people who are already so close to max to come back. And knowing Fen, I don't think they really. I think they love the people that are playing their game right now. Don't get me wrong, but they're very much focused on the new player feeling.
Yeah,
If you look at
exactly.
all the quests that are out right now, none of them are above requiring, over a certain level.
Level like
Yeah.
120 or something. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And I think at the end of the day, they're going to focus on the new player experience. So if that's true, when Stonewall should drop, it should be the last thing to drop after everything else is fixed. And then, yes, I feel like it could be full release. Now, if they change up on us and are like, here comes Stonewall right after bounties, it's like,
Some
no,
people think that.
that won't be
People,
full
people,
release.
some
Don't do
people
that.
think that. People genuinely think that. They think that they
Jeez.
think that Stonemaw is coming in between phase 3. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, no.
Fuck. I'm like, fuck
no.
no.
Please
Fucking
no.
hell
No
no.
shot.
No.
It's not possible.
Please no.
It's literally not
You'll
possible.
lose so many people
Yeah.
so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll lose everyone.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And he even said it himself. He's like, the reason why he's not paying for ads is because he knows it's not ready yet. And why would he promote a game that isn't ready?
Exactly.
Let alone even close.
So if Stonewall even did come out, but it's still not ready, he's not going to promote it. And I feel like he'll wait to do Stonewall until it's ready.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
weird
on that
too
page,
because
too.
the way I view it, Stonewall Hill, like me personally, I view that as full release. That means, yo, I got everything done that I needed to.
Yeah.
Now I know the formula going forward for how I'm gonna implement, for example, dungeons in Stonewall Hill. How I'm gonna implement milestone in Stonewall Hill. How I'm gonna do this for Stonewall Hill. So you know what I mean, like.
Exactly.
And
It's
everyone
endgame.
everyone already knows what to expect. There's not going to be surprises in that regard. And also combat, it's going to be good. That's also going to be a selling point.
That's
Because
exactly
every
it.
time
Yeah.
you think of a Stonewall Hill, another way I would look at it, an expansion.
Mhm.
World of Warcraft, they got expand. Every time you hear the word expansion, oh my gosh, the new thing, yeah, let me check it out. It's supposed to generate hype, even if that's not your attention, even if you don't plan to advertise it. You will be advertising it
Yes.
just by mistake,
Yes.
and you don't want any of that.
Yeah, you want
Yep.
a polished combat system going into Stonemaw as well, because you're gonna have combat in Stonemaw for fuck's sakes, and I assume hopefully
Exactly.
combat related dungeons as well. So like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna want a polished combat
Please.
system going into that. So yeah, Stonemaw, dude, Stonemaw's not happening till fucking, like I said, 2027, like earliest, like the start of 2027 earliest, in my opinion. So we still got 11 months. That's my opinion, though.
Yeah. No, I
Are you
agree.
thinking
I
the same
think
too,
that,
Dougie, or you're thinking further?
It could be further
Uh,
too. It could be.
you know, to be honest, I think that at the rate of which they're moving, but my dream, if I had to pick a date
Yep.
for that to
Mhm.
drop, for everything to
Yeah.
be done, right, and ready to go, I would love it to be on the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, I was just about to say
right?
that.
Obviously.
The 2 year- yeah, that'd be
November,
nice.
I
November
feel
6th.
like
Yeah. November 6th, please.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. I feel like that would be the perfect timing to do it. It's the 2-year. We're finally full released. I feel like a lot of it really comes down to one. I do believe the team that they have right now, and I'm not talking
Oh,
poorly
November
about
6th is
anyone
the
that was
Friday?
on the team.
Sorry.
Oh, cool, perfect. All right,
It's a
sweet. I'll
Friday.
quit my
Yeah,
job.
November
And
6th is
then,
a Friday.
but
Sorry.
but at the end of the day, I feel like the team that we have right now,
Yeah.
and I've said it before, between November to now, we have made the biggest leaps in terms of events and changes and quality of life and
It is
stuff
crazy.
like that and milestones since the original team.
Oh,
And
insane.
True.
Insane.
think that if he pulls on to the team at least another 5 people, right? I think that we could definitely see it by
Yeah.
By November, we could.
fall, winterish of that time, and I would love to see that. I think that he also finally realized that if he wants this game to go live and he wants it to be published fully 100% and out of early access before 2090, he's gonna have to hire more people. Like there's just
Yes,
no
sir.
shot.
Yes, sir, man. Yep.
Oh,
Big time.
other question
So
for the two of you
I do.
guys.
Yo.
Oh,
Yeah.
go for it, Dougie. Go for it before I ask the
No,
next
no, no,
question.
go. You go.
All right. I was just gonna say, yo, knowing the way that some of us are, the way I am, I just want to ask you guys, will you be taking time off when it launches?
Yes.
Yeah, as long as I
If
know
they
in
give
advance.
us
If they
a
give us,
guaranteed time.
that's what I was gonna say. Is like, so that's why my assumption is sometime around June, July, we'll get like I guess phase 3 fully implemented, and then I think during that exact time, kind of how like they followed up this milestone with, okay, now we're gonna slowly trickle in some bounties, and then phase 3 is gonna be like in full production. I think once they drop phase 3, like I said, maybe June, July, let's say, that's when they mention, hey, Stonemaw combat, like set that in your calendars for either winter or the very start of the next year. That's when I think they'll mention it, is once they're actually like just about to wrap that phase 3 shit. They're gonna be like, hey, all right, we got Stonemaw in production, boys. That's what I'm expecting.
I think for me,
Mhm.
the big thing is I would need a guarantee on a date.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I would need that. I would like that. Yeah.
Same.
I'll be honest, if they were like, we think, I won't be able to do it because
Yeah.
I think I would lose my mind if I took, say, a week off.
And
right?
they pushed it back
for
the
what
next
they
week. Yeah.
assumed it
Yeah,
would be,
I
and then they pushed
know.
it to the week next.
Exactly.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
no. Honestly, with that week I took off, I'd get a flight. I would show up at the office.
Flight to Cambridge, baby.
And then after that, I'd be like, whatever you guys can't finish, hand it to me. It's fine.
I'll
do it
I have a
myself.
week off. I
I've
have a week off. Yeah, fuck it. I have a week off.
I've never done coding in my life. I don't care. Like, just give it to me. Like, no, like you're not gonna play with
fuck
me.
yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Like, all right. I see how it is. I'm flying to Cambridge. Fuck you guys. I got a week off.
Shoot, this was the last thing too that I was gonna ask too, because we
Sure.
did talk about it last stream too, and we figured might as well ask it to Dougie too.
Yep.
Dougie, because of milestones, do you think that Fen is still gonna stick with the Delver,
Yeah.
armor and builder, for a Stonewall Hill? Do you think they're gonna change it up a little bit? Maybe add another profession, or just
Keep it the same.
swap out Delver for something else?
I think that there's going to be another profession that gets added. And the only reason why I say it, I think that I like the trend that I see and what they're currently doing. So Hope Port is 4, Hope Forest is 3, Mines is 4, Kren is 3. If they follow that same pattern, there will be a fourth one.
Yep.
And I feel like if they only did 3, it would make this whole layout look really ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
do you- what do you think the
4,
fourth one's
3,
gonna be?
4, 3, and then
Jeez.
what? 3? Then what?
Yeah.
Now it just looks stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna add a fourth one, and the only other reason why I believe they're gonna add a fourth is because the amount of people that have already 9K'd and the amount of people that are trending towards 9K, most likely before
Mhm.
Stonewall. I think at the end of the, looking at it all, if they only give us 3, people are gonna finish 3, not quickly, right? But faster than they would finish 4.
Especially with
Yeah.
builder,
And-
and armor, we can already collect 4. So yes, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that a fourth one's going to be needed that we don't know about. And I hope that it stays hidden when they, if and when they do add it, so that
Mhm.
it completely changes it. What if it requires a stupid amount of fish? Stuff that people just aren't backing. Now you got to go back and refish all this stuff,
That's
right?
what the
And-
chef
and-
bank was for all of a sudden, or some bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Fuck.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like a fourth that stays completely hidden from us would be amazing.
I wouldn't be
And it would keep the
surprised.
pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. And it would keep the pattern. Yeah, fair enough. Keep the pattern.
Yeah, just keep the pattern, bro.
Uh,
Don't piss me off and change it, or else it's gonna look weird.
That's right. That's right. Well, boys, that's almost 2 hours, and that funny enough was going to be my last 2 questions with Doug as well. Just thoughts on Stonemaw and if the professions will stay the same. That was legit going to be my last question, so I'm glad you asked it. It was perfect.
Yeah, I got you.
That was perfection. So yeah, unless you wanna sign us off with some crazy shit, Doug, you can go crazy, or we could just end it. Whatever you want, my brother.
I can't think of anything else. The main thing I already brought up was the whole trading boards. I feel like that was my
Yeah.
my big noggin idea that Fenn was like, thank you for your suggestion. So
Thank you.
if
that's-
anyone
just, yeah,
so
essentially-
basically,
No,
if anyone in the comments agrees with that idea,
I'm sure they do.
go ahead, you shoot them the email too.
Yes, guys, please. No, seriously, guys, please, in the comments, comment if you agree on that. Should there be, not necessarily a grand exchange, but should there be, a trading post type thing, like the bounty board we have in our fucking UI right here, these bounties? Should we be able to basically place, like little charts of we're selling this for this much, and then it be left at, like trading post style, in Kren, per se? Should we be able to do that versus a full-blown grand exchange? Because it would just make the trading process a little more easier than DMing someone, being left on red for 12 hours, 12 days, then all of a sudden someone, hey, I actually do have that. Oh, too fucking late, man. Too late. So yeah, that would definitely, that would not, I have no issue with a trading post or trading board, something to that degree, just to make transactions a little smoother for trader. And yeah, I'm glad I just went trader, because yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to do that on this account forever, so I'm glad I got to do that on the podcast with Doug. That was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Made a
unless
profit out of it too.
that's right, got 30 gold, baby. Now I can keep the chef grind alive. No, but nonetheless, guys, yeah, I think if you guys are good with ending, we'll end there. And yeah, we can always have you on again,
Yeah.
Doug. More than willing to have you on again, bro. This is a fucking great time. Like I said, that's always the fun part about having a guest on. I feel like we could talk for 5-10 hours at a time if we really wanted to. But obviously, for viewers' sakes, the retention probably ended about an hour ago. So
Yes.
I mean, listen, man, I'm gonna listen to the whole thing back, and it's
Oh,
gonna
that's
sound like a
good.
whole new
I
thing.
do-
I'll be like, oh, that's right, we did talk about that.
I've been doing that. When I go to bed, the day the podcast drops, I'll listen to it as I fall asleep. Yeah, it's just because that's all it's really meant for. It's just it's a little audio to listen to while you're getting along with your Brighter Shores grind. Nothing. You don't gotta watch. At least unless you wanted to watch me do that whole trader thing. Then you can turn on the YouTube page again. But yeah, it's mainly just audio only, guys. It's a super chill podcast. And again, guys, please fill in the wiki, guys. The wiki still needs tons of help. I've been linking it in all the video descriptions. Go to the Brighter Shores wiki. If you guys are willing to help with that, feel free. Or if you guys want to use the wiki for info, feel free to do that too. It's not all the way filled in yet. At one point it was, but then obviously Milestones came into the game, and now everything number-wise changed. So essentially the whole wiki has to get an overhaul. So again, guys, wiki link in the descriptions, thebrightershores.com, basically the update page for Brighter Shores, also in the description. And yeah, I think that is pretty much us signing off for episode 4. Thank you very much for joining us, Doug, and thank you again, Zedge, for the beautiful podcast.
Appreciate you guys.
Peace.
All right, yep, love you guys. Peace out, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.